Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of RiRi's Weekly Tea. My name is Rivette, also known as Riri, and this is the show where I give you my unfiltered thoughts and opinions on news stories every week. Well, entertainment and pop culture news stories. Full disclosure, I typically film this show on Monday nights, but this week I'm filming it on Sunday because I have an event on Monday. But it'll still be going live on Tuesday, just like every other week. So let's get into all the pop culture news from this week. First up, the White House keeps using Sabrina Carpenter in their TikToks, and she's not having it. The first time they used her song Juno in a TikTok, and they specifically used the part where she says, "Have you ever tried this one?" But during that part, they were showing ICE agents attacking, chasing, and arresting people. Now, Sabrina commented on this video on Twitter saying, "Do not use my music to push your inhumane agenda." And then the White House used her again in another TikTok. This time they didn't use one of her songs, they used part of her SNL monologue. It just feels so weird that the White House is literally taunting a pop star. It's like, don't they have anything else to do? It's honestly deeply unsettling seeing them use a popular song like Juno over videos of ICE agents attacking people. I don't see how anyone can find that funny. It's honestly sad and gross and disturbing. And before anyone says they're deporting criminals, they are not only deporting criminals, they're deporting hardworking people just trying to make a living. And I applaud Sabrina for speaking out, but clearly the White House does not care and they continue to use her in their TikToks. It's messy and gross and disturbing and I hate it. Okay, next topic. Pitchfork shared a very shady tweet about Taylor Swift this week. They made an article listing the top albums of this year, and in a tweet they said, "Taylor Swift made an album so bad we won't even talk about it." And then they continued to promote their article. I mean, it's nothing new that people and brands will use Taylor Swift's name to boost their engagement, but it just feels so cheap. These brands know that using Taylor's name will get them clicks, and it did. It just really gives low effort journalism, and there was absolutely no need to shade Taylor Swift just to promote your article. Also, Pitchfork has talked about Taylor's new album, The Life of a Showgirl, so many times. So it's just funny for them to say, the album is so bad, we won't even talk about it. Just say that your engagement is low and move on. Okay, next. My favorite time of the year is when Spotify Wrapped drops, and it did this week. Bad Bunny was the most streamed global artist this year, and some fans were surprised because Taylor Swift dropped The Life of a Showgirl this year, which broke almost every record ever. But we have to remember that Bad Bunny released his album in January. Taylor only released hers in October, so he had a lot more time to accrue streams. Also, I love Bad Bunny. He totally deserves it. As for me, Taylor Swift was my top streamed artist this year and every other year. But this year I made a new achievement because I was in the top 0.6% of her fans. And my top 5 songs streamed were all from The Life of a Showgirl. I went to a Spotify Wrapped event a few nights ago and they literally gave me an award for most obsessive fan. Whatever, at least I can say that I'm loyal. If you have your Spotify Wrapped results, comment down below. I always love seeing what everyone else has been listening to all year. And speaking of Spotify Wrapped, Taylor Swift got some backlash for promoting her new docuseries and concert film in her thank you video to fans on Spotify. As you may know, if you are a top fan of an artist, they send you a little video message on Spotify every year. In Taylor's message, she thanked her fans and shared how grateful she is for us, and she also said we have a lot of reminiscing to do with her upcoming docuseries and concert film. Of course, the video eventually hit the internet, and then non-Taylor Swift fans started calling her greedy and saying she's money hungry for promoting her work. That is just so insane to me because, hello, this message was specifically for her top fans. And I can only speak for myself, but as a top fan of Taylor Swift, I am so beyond excited for the docuseries and concert film. Like, I'm literally counting down the days. So why wouldn't she hype something up that her fans are already excited about? Some of you are acting like she went and promoted her docuseries and concert film at a charity event or something. Once again, this video message is specifically for Taylor Swift's top fans who cannot wait for this concert film and docuseries. We have been waiting for this for so long. I am still at the restaurant that was the Eras tour. I have not moved on. So yeah, I'm excited. It's just like women promote their work and suddenly it becomes too much. She's so selfish, she's so greedy. And I will quote Taylor Swift on this: "They want to see you rise, they don't want you to reign." Sit with that for a second. If you're mad about a 5-second tease in a video made for Taylor Swift's top fans, please go outside and touch some grass. And the rest of us will be counting down to December 12th. Okay, Okay, next topic. Ashley Tisdale recently opened up about leaving a toxic mom group. She talked about joining a mom group after she had kids and how at first it was really supportive and nice to have a community of moms who can relate to each other. But she says eventually it got a little toxic because people were talking badly behind each other's backs and other people were being left out. Honestly, I love that Ashley Tisdale shared this. It's such a real experience that I feel a lot of people go through. And this isn't just a mom group thing. I think this happens in friend groups all the time. I know I've been part of friend groups where it felt so toxic that literally everyone was talking badly about each other. So it's kind of reassuring when celebrities remind us that they also go through some of the same things that we deal with. Like even Ashley freaking Tisdale has been the victim of a toxic friend group. So I really applaud her for choosing to walk away and opening up about it. And I hope this is a message to anyone who's dealing with a similar situation. It is okay to walk away from a group that is no longer serving you. Even if at one point it was amazing, but maybe it's not that way anymore. So the message is, don't be afraid to walk away. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Ed Sheeran recently revealed that he had a 4-hour catch-up conversation with Taylor Swift after he found out that she got engaged through Instagram. So there were so many people speculating that Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran were no longer friends because they haven't been seen together in such a long time. And then he said that he found out about her engagement through Instagram. And in an interview, Taylor came out and said that she couldn't tell him herself because he doesn't have a phone, so she couldn't reach him. But I love that Ed Sheeran came out and said that they later saw each other and had a 4-hour catch-up conversation, and I think those are the best kinds of friendships. Like, you can love someone so deeply and not talk to them every single day or even every week, but when you do reconnect, it's like no time has passed. I think those are the most special kinds of friendships. I know my best friend in the world, I barely talk to her. We are in very different places in our lives. Like, she's married with 2 kids and I am a childless cat lady. She lives in San Diego and I live in Los Angeles. We don't talk all the time and we don't see each other all the time, but when we do see each other, it really is like no time has passed. And especially when it comes to celebrities, sometimes people speculate like, oh, Taylor hasn't been seen with this person in this many months, they must not be friends anymore. It's just a reminder that just because we don't see people photographed together, it doesn't mean there's some feud or some beef. People are busy, and real friendships don't operate on these weird timelines. You make time for each other when you can. You're there for each other in good times and the bad times, and I think that's what's most important. So yeah, I love Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift's friendship. They've been friends for so long, and they are still friends. Okay, next topic. This one might surprise you. The most Googled person in 2025 was, I'll give you a second. Can you guess? It was David, and obviously not for good reasons. David has been identified as a suspect in the murder investigation of Celeste Rivas, a 14-year-old teenager who sadly passed away. As you may know by now, Celeste was found in the front trunk of David's Tesla. There haven't been any official updates on the case recently, but the story is massive and obviously heartbreaking. So it's not surprising that David was the most Googled person this year. All we can do in this case is wait for verified updates and hope that justice is served for Celeste. Also, I'm sure that David had dreams of being one of the most famous people in the world when he was younger, but I don't think he saw it coming like this. It just gives me chills. It's so sad. Rest in peace to Celeste. Okay, next, Miley Cyrus and Maxx Morando are reportedly engaged. They walked a red carpet this week and Miley was wearing a beautiful ring on her engagement ring finger. It definitely looked like an engagement ring and people were speculating, and then Max's dad posted pictures on Threads congratulating them. You know, I'm just so happy for Miley. I mean, we grew up watching her. We saw her get married and divorced and go through heartbreak. Some people tend to get cynical about love after going through a divorce, but as someone who has also been divorced, I just love when a woman can move on and find her happily ever after. It gives hope to everyone else that you can have a second shot at love and it's not the end of the world if you do go through heartbreak. I'm always rooting for Miley. Again, I am so happy for her and she just seems like she's glowing in this era. She seems happy and healthy and I love to see it. Okay, next topic for this week. Sam Levinson teased some major Euphoria storylines for season 3. Honestly, I'm surprised that he gave us as much information as he did. Season 3 is coming out in the spring and I can't wait. So the new season is set to take place 5 years after the last season ended. Sam said 5 years felt like the right timing because if the characters had went to college, they would have been out of college after 5 years. So he revealed that Rue is going to be in Mexico and she's still trying to figure out how to pay Lori back. Meanwhile, he also told us that Cassie and Nate are engaged, and he says that they do get married in the season, but he also mentions that Cassie is obsessed with stalking her former high school classmates on social media, and she's really jealous of all of their lives. He did give us a few more teasers, but that's all I'm saying for now. Honestly, I'm so excited for season 3. We have been waiting so long for this. I know a lot of people are over waiting for Euphoria. I mean, it's been like, what, 2 or 3 years since season 2? I think it's been 3 years, but I'm still excited. It's always so unhinged and crazy, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the season unfolds. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the last season. I have a feeling it's gonna end in a very emotional way. Like, it'll probably make me cry. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay, and the last topic for this week is Sydney Sweeney finally addressing her American Eagle jeans ad. So Sydney basically said that she is against hate, she leads with kindness, and she does not want any divisiveness. She says in her career, she originally chose never to respond to good or bad press, but now she realized that her silence isn't helping. I'm gonna be honest, everything she said was nice, but it was giving PR answer. It's great that she spoke up, obviously, but I think we all see the pattern where some celebrities only speak up when they feel like they absolutely have to, and it makes it feel less authentic. Plus, she's had a few projects flop lately, so it does feel a little bit like her team said, okay girl, we gotta fix up this image. It's time to say something. Better late than never, but again, it's hard for us to feel like it's authentic. But let me know what you think. And that's all the tea I have for this week. Let me know your thoughts on all of these stories down below, especially your Spotify Wrapped, because again, I am always so curious to see what everyone was listening to this year. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. And I'll see you next Tuesday for another episode of RiRi's Weekly Tea. Thanks for watching. Bye!